Hello, welcome back to AG Engineering. This is part of the wheel modification job really, but I've done it as a little bit of a separate video just to highlight it for those that need to know, if you like. This is about removing motorcycle wheel bearings. I haven't got to the installing part yet, but it's just one method of removing them. This is a internal bearing puller kit from I don't remember, eBay or Amazon or something along them lines at the time. Since I bought this, they've dropped quite considerably in price, and you can get a set where it's got 8 of these adapters in as well, so that's one to look round for if you're after an internal bearing puller. It can be used for ball races, it can also be used for blind bushes and needle rollers, and really anything you've got to pull from the centre outwards and you can't get behind the bearing to push it through. So I'll just take that one and that out for the moment. I'll get rid of that. This is called a slide hammer. Apologies for those that know what it is, but some people I know won't have ever seen one. And the principle of this is you screw the adapter into that end, and you take this weight and hit it upwards towards the let's get that in the picture. Hit it upwards towards the handle, so you're hammering effectively upwards instead of downwards. Take our adapter. I've put grease on these threads. Make sure you do that if you get them. There's some molly grease on there because they can gall up under pressure. And what we're trying to do is get this little lip just there, just behind the ball race. There's a spacer sleeve in there that will kind of push to one side, which is the other method of removing them if you need to. So I'm just trying to locate and feel for where that should go, and that's just now a little bit tighter than that. That is just tucked in behind the ball race. And as you can see, it doesn't have to be square for this job, but it still spins on the inner race. Then we can screw on our slide hammer. Sorry if I'm in the way of the video there. And if I just tilt the camera upwards a little bit so you can see what's going on. There. Now we should he says. So if you find that the bearings are quite tight in the hub, or if for example it's been Loctited in, then a little bit of heat just around the boss that's holding the bearing should help to release it. One word of advice with these type of bearing pullers working on that inside track of the bearing is really, once you've removed a bearing by that method, you've sort of hammered the inner track through the balls to the outer track, so really that bearing is scrap. Don't put it back in. It'll work, but it'll fail very quickly. or is likely to fail very quickly. If ever you're pushing on a bearing, you don't want to be pushing where you're not loading it. So if you're pushing it off a shaft, push it by the centre. If you're pushing it out of a casting, push it by the outside, and then you're not doing any damage to the bearing. But this method is really purely for replacing bearings completely, fitting new ones. See if that's made any difference. There we go. So don't keep sort of thrashing it if it isn't going anywhere. Use a different method. So now you've got that side off. As you can see from there, you can see how it's camera. See how it's holding the bearing on the inside. Drop that off. We can turn our wheel over. The wheel bearing spacer will pop out there. And now we could either, using a long drift, hit from the other side onto the inside of the bearing. But what you tend to do with a long drift, especially if you're hitting one side, is you're knocking the bearing out, coming out like that. And that can tend to distort the casting, as we saw it maybe happened with that sprocket carrier on the earlier video. So again, same method as before. Tighten him into there. There's still a little bit of warmth in that from warming up the other side. Maybe not enough, a little bit more heat. What you do need to be careful of with warming is if your wheels are painted. Keep it gentle. You could do this with a hot air paint gun, which should probably be a little bit less vicious looking than using a blow lamp. But provided you play the blow lamp around sufficiently and don't just hold it in one spot, you're not going to be stripping paint with it. See what that's done. There we go, both out. With the minimum amount of damage, we hope. So just take a look down in there and see we've not dragged any aluminium up or put any indentations on the wall of the bearing seat or anything. So there you go, that's it for that one. This wheel's going in the mill shortly for having the bearing seats remachined. That is remachined for larger bearings, so that'll be on a separate video, and then I'll do one of refitting bearings. So yeah, that's that for that short one. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the series so far, and we'll see you again on the next video. Bye for now.